I'm on a tad early tonight, according to my watch, or my Fitbit, actually, but whatever. Where was I going? Alright. Alright, there's some crap I should toss, but because I know how to, because I know how to do the recycling, unlike a lot of people in this country. You gotta take these off first. Like, it might vary by local recycling processors, but there are some cities where, like, their employees won't take the little things off here for you. You know, they'll just, like, see a few on top and throw out the whole thing. So, yeah, it's just best not to chance it, especially if you actually, like, make an effort to do the recycling, so, you know. Hey, we've already got somebody in the chat. Ruadhán, sit my extra nud. Oh, for shit's sake. And because I live in Michigan, soda bottles get a deposit back. In Michigan, it's 10 cents. In most states, it's 5 cents. In California, there's no deposit that you pay when you buy the soda, but you get a 5-cent refund back. And I think Oregon also does 10 cents too. Yeah. Okay, Hawaii, Iowa, Connecticut, Vermont. I can never... Oh, Massachusetts, Maine, New York. 5 cent. Yeah, it was a 5 cent. California's 5 cent refund. Oregon and Michigan are 10-cent deposits. I always rinse these out because even though, at least in Michigan, we've got the machines that process them, there are still employees of the store that, like, go behind the machines to, you know, fuck around with the bottles. So. Anyway, so, as I said in the description box, I managed to screw up cupcakes last night. So, they did all bake, but look at this. You can see the shadowing. We've got like 1/3 cupcakes. Like, this is not fun. This is not a good time. But I've decided, you know, like, my Midwest Anglo-Celtic Catholic upbringing won't let me throw away perfectly good food, which it is, technically. So I've decided instead that, these ones, so let's see, last night's batch, I'm going to level off about half of them, like you do when you're doing a layer cake. And you see where this is going? So I'm going to level off about half of them, and some are going to be double-decker cupcakes with, you know, additional coconut pecan frosting inside. And, but I am going to redo the batch just to... Right now, this is because I'm stubborn. It's because I'm stubborn. I'm just going to admit it. It's because I'm stubborn, and I want to see what I did wrong. So, pop that up out of the way now that I've taken that out. Okay. Okay, preheat to 350. Okay, maybe I had 3 last night. But yeah, either way, like, I'm taking a... So, ooh, that one got bent all weird. So, let's see. Okay, preheat to 350. Okay, and it defaults to 350. Okay, nothing else in there. Sweet. Okay, so basically, because I still have most of the shit I had out last night, but I did have to go back to Kroger for more baking chocolate, and I had a poverty reflex, and I ended up getting, because you end up with like way more baking chocolate when you get the cocoa powder than when you buy the bar. It's also a little bit less messy as far as, I don't know, I have to fuck around with it a lot less. You know, it involves less fucking around, let me put it that way. Not necessarily less messy, because, I mean, trust me, like, baking powder, like flour and granulated sugar and all that shit, that can be plenty messy, but, where was I going? Right, yeah, so the, seriously? Don't judge me. I'm hoping nobody's judging me for this. Just, like, pull it out, bend it into a shape. So yeah, like, the cocoa powder, yeah, sure, that can be plenty messy, but yeah, it's like, it involves less fucking around, and that's what I'm looking for tonight. It's a bit less fucking around. Oh, that might be why I got the yellow tag on the thing this morning. Because I swear a lot. Okay. So let's see. Okay, now this is telling me to do the melting chocolate bit, but I did not want to fuck around with melting chocolate, and okay. I also decided, since I was going to be making another batch tonight, I was going to get butter and just keep it out. Because it involves less screwing around than getting 2 fresh sticks out of the freezer and setting them on top of the preheating oven while I wait and screw around with chocolate. Okay. Please tell me this is where I put my thing. Oh shit, no, this is... This should have tipped me off about what kind of dipshit was moving in, with this roommate. This coffee mate nonsense, first off, Nestle. Secondly, this is self-harm with extra steps. It's like, just look at the ingredients. First ingredient, water. Second ingredient, sugar. Third ingredient, vegetable oil. High fructose corn syrup, whey. Like, no. If you're gonna put that in your coffee, just like I said, it's always struck me as little more than elaborate self-harm. Okay, what the shit? Okay, that's gift bag. This is the bag okay, that's the bag I brought home yesterday. This is my peaches that I got at the farmer's market the other day. That's broccoli I gotta use today or tomorrow. Gonna be... oh, wait, no. Okay, what the shit? Did I lose my chocolate? I can't. Uh-oh. I can't. Oh, there we go. Never mind. I was about to say that I know for a fact I bought it. It's on my wrist. Ooh, that's right, chocolate milk. I got chocolate milk. But I've been home maybe half an hour, so the chocolate milk is fine. Oh. Oh, bless you, little safety foil. Ah. Look at you. Alright, fat boy. Getting his chocolate milk. The defattening boy getting his chocolate milk. Okay. Hershey's Special Dark. Gotta love this. Okay. Okay, 3 level tablespoons of cocoa plus 1 tablespoon shortening or oil to make 1 ounce unsweetened baking chocolate. Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to do that in a different bowl. Okay, so here's the clean bowl that I got out from last night because, you know, there's the other bowl that I was separating eggs in. All right. So I picked up coconut oil yesterday as well. I don't know why, but honestly, like, this is going into a German chocolate cake, so why not, right? Okay, so okay, so this one's what did it say? I think 4 ounces. Yes, okay, 4 ounces of baking chocolate, which I'm going to mix. Whoa. Okay. So let's see. Shush you. Okay, so that's going to be 4 tablespoons of coconut oil. Tibs. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. This is annoying. Okay. Gotta love summer. I've got a couple of friends in Florida who who say that the first time they saw coconut oil in solid form, they kind of got weirded out a bit because, you know, it's Florida, so it's a perma-liquid there. Okay, and you wanted level tablespoons. I have the tablespoon. It was here. I had it. I saw it. There it is. Okay, yep, we've got the tablespoon, and now here's the here's one of the spoons I was using last night to level shit off, so okay. So we want 12 of these. I just watched this. Something. It's probably something like quarter cup or whatever, and I'm just too lazy to take this to my room to look that up. Let's turn it around this way. So, there's that guy who does that one channel called The Cooking Goth, and it kind of bugs me that it's like mostly like restaurant and junk food reviews, not just on the basis that, like, you know, junk food is a, you know, $1 trillion plus annual industry, and it is exactly why Americans are so plump. But he calls his channel The Cooking Goth. So why is he not cooking? Like, why is he taste testing? I can think of like maybe one video where he was actually cooking something, and I don't even remember what it was. Edward. Pimp. Way. Scythe. With now dig. In at dig. That dig. And oh, that's what I get for saying less mess. So, yep, and I've still got maybe to about here left. Ooh. Wow, that's a good third of this. Okay, now let's... Hello, Miss Phoebe. Okay, now let's see how the hell this is supposed to work. Okay. Cocoa powder everywhere. Well, gotta counter the cocaine party for last night somehow, right? That's possibly another reason I got the little yellow symbol on last night's stream as of this morning. All of my weird little chanting about the cocaine party with the fake flour. So I'm thinking either one of two things happened to the cupcakes last night. The first possibility that comes to mind is I did not fill them up as much as I thought I did. So that's something I'm gonna hopefully try and rectify tonight. The other possibility that I'm thinking of is maybe the fact that I was using stevia in the raw as opposed to granulated sugar might have affected the baking process somehow, even though it says it's formulated for baking. But, ooh. Mmm. I'm gonna have a little taste. That is indeed unsweetened chocolate. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so let's see. I've mixed my chocolate, and I've got cocoa powder all over my recipe. So, alright. Now for the fun shit. In large bowl, beat 1 cup butter with 2 cups sugar until light and fluffy. Now as for, now the reason that I'm thinking it might be the stevia, you know, that's, you know, why that's one of the 2 possibilities I think that happened last night. The reason I'm not thinking this, the reason that I am thinking the stevia as opposed to the cake flour is because I've done similar recipes before replacing, you know, AP with cake flour because, you know, either it was a cake or it was pancakes or waffles, right? But, and cake flour alone, like, it's going to come out much fluffier and lighter than if you're using all-purpose. So that's the main reason that I'm not thinking maybe the cake flour, because, you know, the recipe that I wrote down wanted all-purpose, but like I said, it's cupcakes, so why not use cake flour? You have every reason to use cake flour. Like, cake is in the name. So, so yeah, that's why I'm not so suspicious about the cake flour instead of the AP. Like I said, it's the nature of the flour. Like, cake flour is extra fine. It's like pre-sifted, I think, and then I sift it again, you know, to mix it better with the baking soda and all that. So, wait, this wanted the butter and the what? Oh, right, butter and sugar. Okay, yep, okay. Well, 1 cup butter with 2 cups sugar until that and flip it. Okay, so I might want to put my stand mixer up there, and I might want to come back around here and take the bowel brush to the thing a little bit, because by the time that the second tray of cupcakes was done, I was just not in the mood for anything at that point. It was just way too hot in here, so yes, I let the dishes fall behind again. I probably should have done this at the beginning of the stream, but oh well, it takes the same time either way. The reason that I didn't set it to soak is because it's such an old mixer head that I don't want it to get surface rust, which, yeah, probably should mean that I should have cleaned it right away. And yes, I know that my ADHD is an explanation, but like, this is my third 42nd birthday party, right? Like, oh well. You drink and you learn things. Except tonight I'm drinking chocolate milk. Okay. So, let's see, I've got my antique Hamilton Beach 1930 something. Oh wow, yeah, that did not. Yeah, that was. Okay. Let's get you in here firmly, honey. Look, you. Urgh. I might want to move this. Okay. Come on. There we go. Okay. I heard it click, and now I get to make this extra tight. Okay, and the pin is still in place. Sweet deal. Okay. Oh, plugging it in might help. All right. Oh, there we go. Okay. Come to me, table knife. Oh, we've got 2 people in the chat now. Will it stay on live chat for me? I don't know who's in there right now. If this is your first time, Korada, Asmai, Dimbobble Rebed. Sit my turn with the Weibo, the Ruan, the increase. The Teresa in being packed with wood. In Science or in English. Good morning and hey, my strange people. How's your day been? I'm Ruan and welcome to my spooky home. And tonight I am trying cupcakes again. With my 1936 Hamilton Beach Model E. Whatever GE cooker the landlord put in here. Oop. rather than be short on butter. That's one of the reasons. I keep it partial. That looks about right. Was a birthday gift from a couple years ago. Okay, we have light fluffiness, so we can pause my mixer for a bit. Okay, to light and fluffy. Okay, now it wants me to do 4 egg yolks one at a time. So I get out the egg bowl from last night. And get out my Ypsilanti Farmers Market eggs. Yep. Whoa. Separating eggs is... I think it's kind of fun. Okay. Okay. Okay, look at you. Hi! Alright, get back here. Nope. Don't break. Don't break the yolk. Seriously, was that like some kind of children's board game or something? You know, like the Cootie Bug or whatever. I swear it was. Or maybe I'm just having a one-person Mandela effect. There we go. Okay. It's a little bit crushed, but... Look you. Oh, there we go. There we go. I don't know what the hell is up with the shells on a couple of these. Aye! No! Separate! Little egg yolk. Ooh, we've gotten a little bit crushed as well. Okay. I'm hoping the amount of white that ended up with that is negligible for the purposes of this recipe. I forget the science behind separating eggs for baking purposes, so don't ask me. Okay. Pedwar. Okay. Good. Oh, there we go. There we go. That is... Oh, that's a really perfectly separated yolk. There we go. Blop. My parents used to trick me into eating hard-boiled eggs, because still to this day, I'm really picky about eggs. I'm really picky about the way I'll eat eggs. I've gotten to a point where I'm okay with them scrambled in certain contexts and in certain kinds of serving. But yeah, my mother used to get me to at least eat hard-boiled eggs by by one of the many great parental trolling lies of she well, I don't know if this is a great parental trolling lie, that is far more widespread than my own parents, but it is an example of parental trolling where she told me that hard boiling eggs turns them into cheese, and and okay, I will give her that, the consistency and texture of a hard-boiled egg is indeed more similar to that of a cheese than, many of the other ways eggs can be cooked and served. Excuse me. So I'm not going to say that came out of nowhere, like, she didn't just pull that out of her rectum for no reason at all, other than to, like, trick me into eating eggs. But yeah, and then I figured out that this is not a thing Okay, now we beat in the vanilla and chocolate until thoroughly blended. Okay. When you're baking sweets, I'm a fair believer that there's a very high threshold for, I mentioned this last night, for like how much vanilla is too much vanilla. Like you can have too much of a lot of things, especially in baking, but when it comes to vanilla extract, you gotta basically like be pouring the contents of an entire bottle in there before it's too much, and even then, it might not be. There's like a spoke point of olive oil or something. Okay. Or you know what? I had a smaller rubber spatula. I could have got that out. But as I said last night, my mother had me tested. Apparently, I have an IQ of 157, or at least as per the Stanford Binet Children's Test, which, as best as I can remember anyway, was mostly logic puzzles, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, apparently I have this gargantuan IQ, and yet, I am still a dumbass. Like, I wish this wasn't the case, but so it be. Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay. So, okay, now to the flour sifting part of the cakening. Okay. Sorry for being turned away for a bit like that, but okay. So let's see. Okay. Sift flour, baking soda, and salt into separate bowl. Heat flour into the thing along the side. So, ooh. Please don't make glue. Yeah. My sifter got a little wet. Okay. So let's see, because I'm using cake flour instead of all-purpose, then, okay, 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons, so, alright, where's the amount of flour that's listed? Water, chocolate, water, butter, sugar, baking soda, baking salt. Oh, 2.5 cups, so, it's gotta be, that's not what that's my cake flour. Okay, so, we're gonna have 2.5 cups plus 5 spoons of some variety. Plus 5 tablespoons. Okay. Okay-do. As you see, I'm a very organized person. I had a thought. It was somewhere in my head when I there we go. Look you. Okay, 2 cups. Seriously. Two and a half. You know what? 1. Okay. 3. Edward. Okay. Okay, this looks close to like maybe 1/3 of a cup in here, so. Wow, I have went through almost an entire box of cake flour this year. Well, that's something. I don't know what it is, but it's something, that's for damn sure. Okay. And, okay, how much baking soda? This wanted was 1 tisp. I love these cans. Because I've got the little lip here to level it off. Okay. You know, it's so humid, I'm going to add an extra ½ teaspoon of baking soda. Like, I'm feeling a little bit confident in this. Okay, how much salt? ½ teaspoon of salt. That's a tablespoon. That's a teaspoon. Did I have the ½ teaspoon out last night? If I did, why do I not see it? That's a 1/4. That's a ½. There were 2 halves. Okay. Okay. And let's see, last night was a pint, so, or this was a pint and it needed only a cup, so. so I guess dipshit's home. Who is in the chat tonight? Allegedly 3 people, and nobody's saying anything, but hey. Definitely had worse, I suppose. Ugh. For life. I like to see that. That would be correct for a minute. But I got an application pending for a unit in a HUD building, which I was explaining to a friend of mine in the UK about that it's like US equivalent of council housing, but with the caveat that one needs to be either A, 62 years of age or older, or B, disabled, which I am. So just saw a gigantic arena, that's all. And I am hopefully not screwing up cupcakes today. The fact that they did rise last night, it's just not very much. So, it could have been worse, but yeah, like, they ended up like, I've called them my 1/3 cupcakes, because that's about how much they are. So, I'm thinking last night, part of what happened could have been, the what? Look at my phone. It could have been the, oh, right. Yeah, I could have, like, underfilled them just in general, or it's also possible that the stevia in the raw that I'm using instead of sugar is not as adapted to baking as I thought, but that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I didn't get to see them in there. Oh, yeah, oh, I ended the stream before the cupcakes were out of the oven just because, you know, I had another pan to do, and I got to sit around for like 25 minutes each time, and nobody wants to see that. Like, okay, I'm not gonna say nobody, because this is the internet, there's gonna be some weirdo who wants to see that, but, you know, unless they're paying me for something like that, then no. Nobody wants to see that. At least going by the adage of, you know, make videos or live streams that would be at least somewhat entertaining to yourself, right? And while I do love my early streams in where I'm just doing jigsaw puzzles and barely speaking, you know, like in this performance art kind of way. At the same time, it's like, there's only so much of that I'm just gonna let myself get away with. But yeah, let me, when I finish with this part, I'm gonna show what happened to the cupcakes last night, you know, so that you don't have to wait until this is in archive and go look at what I showed off. So, okay, I'm gonna let this cool for just a little bit while I had a thought. I don't know. Once again, we mourn my thought that wandered off into traffic. Oh, this thing gets hot. But I love it. I keep going back and forth about whether or not I want to restore the enamel on this. Because, you know, we see a whole lot of chips in the enamel here, but at the same time, like, it tells a story. It says that this was, previous to myself, a very well-loved mixer. And I am continuing in that. Uh-oh. Okay, this is... Okay, what the hell? This... Okay, it is still a battered consistency. For the character of... Okay, Anthony says, LOL, I'm that weirdo as in yourself. Beyond the conversation, it's actually relaxing and living the mixer hum. It's like an ASMR. Oh, thank you! Anthony proceeds. I agree. I prefer the character of my antiques. Sometimes, if it's wood, I'll think. Oh, yeah, yeah. But yeah, like, just, like, it would look... I would love to see, like, the enamel restored sometimes, just, for the novelty, but at the same time, it's like, look at this. It's just... This mixer has had a life, and... I'm... if only because I use it. That's... Honestly, like, it's... It kind of helps prolong its life. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but, like... if you actually, like, use your appliances, you know what... You know how it sounds when it... You know how it should be acting when it is... in good working condition, and so, like, you also know, like, anything that sounds very unlike that, means it's probably not in good working condition. Okay, this batter is very, very dense. I'm not sure what to do to counter that. Is it possible that the recipe needed cultured buttermilk as opposed to regular, but, like, I copied it down almost exactly, so if it did want cultured buttermilk, then, it lacked saying that, so, okay. I'm going to try a half teaspoon of coconut oil just to see if this helps break it up a little bit. Like, I figure a little bit is not gonna, like... I'm gonna... What the... Oh, shit. Well, this is how dense the batter is right now, and it was able to pull the thing out of the thing, so that's, what the hell did I do tonight? More adventures in ruining cupcakes. I mean, to be fair, the ones I made last night aren't, like, ruined. They're just, like... They're not very big. Like, the batter seems to barely rise in the oven, and... So, okay. Okay, so I've got a little bit of water here. Okay. Okay. Alright, look you. Okay. Thingy in place. Turn the button back to the proper position. Got a teaspoon of water. Let's see if this helps anything. Another teaspoon of water. Okay, this seems to be breaking it up a little bit. Okay, that's... Okay, so... Okay. Okay, now I get to beat the egg whites, and... Oh, right, that's why. Never mind, it wasn't making glue last night. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Whoa. A little bit fell onto the stone trivet the butter dish is sitting on. Okay. Now, once again, I take off the beaters. So, with tomorrow, or today by, if we're going by AM, PM, is my birthday. My third 42nd birthday party is going to be at, well, first off, I'm going to be busking a good portion of the day in glorious downtown Ann Arbor Fart Air, aka the Art Fair, which bears a striking resemblance to the Seymour's Bay Art Crawl as featured on Bob's Burgers. Like, there's that and a bunch of other stuff that has me convinced somebody on the, in some combination of the writing and design team on that show is from this area, and because there are these little, like, Easter egg kind of bits where if you know this area, it's the resemblance to, you know, something on that show is just uncanny. Okay. Oh yeah, this is a lot less, like, this is a lot denser than last night's. And my only explanation for that is, rather than the melted solid baker's chocolate, I used cocoa powder and mixed with a little bit of coconut oil. That's really the only difference between last night and tonight that makes any sense. All right, last of the egg whites. Ow. All right. Okay, egg whites folded in. Picking up flatware that fell on the floor. Got my other spoon for which who dares try to talk to me? Oh, Best X. He can wait. Okay. So let's see. Last night I was doing like 2 spoons per cupcake cup, so let's try 3 tonight. Or at least, oh, you know what? Okay, these are now being filled up higher with the same number of spoonsful. Yep. There we go. take a quick peek at one of these. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shit. Whoa. There we go. Stay together. Okay, so... Okay, so here's what happened to the ones last night, is... most of them are only about this deep. See? See what I mean? So, what I'm planning to do with these, though, because they do taste fine. So what I'm planning to do is I'm going to make my coconut pecan frosting, and I'm going to level off about half of those, and oh my gosh, please, no. Dang it. Shit. I don't know how the hell this one fell out of place. Like, while I was just tapping it in. But, so yeah, my plan with the 1/3 cupcakes is, I'm gonna level off about half of them like you would with a full-size layer cake. Shit. And basically do layered cupcakes. Yeah, for those of us who don't have enough coconut and pecans in our diet. Okay. Oh, shit. Damn it. Damn it. I had aimed to set that in the middle, like so it was on the sides. Son of a bitch. I thought I'd set that down like in the middle here so that it was like over them without being inside. Son of a bitch. Alright, new and exciting ways to ruin cupcakes. Please. Please, son of a bitch. Okay. Now let's... get that part out of the way. And... bunch of takeout napkins. I've been there for a while. What the hell? Okay. Okay, so now for the reason that everybody's here, I'm gonna do my coconut pecan frosting. Okay, so let's see, for the coconut pecan frosting, which I know I've done previous year over live. Alright, I put the eggs away, so let's see. You need 4 egg yolks, 12 ounce evaporated milk, 1.5 teaspoons vanilla, 1.5 cups white granulated sugar, which I am using actual sugar for because I read mixed things about how stevia reacts to like custardy type recipes and simple sugars, which or simple syrups, and no, that's the coffee. And coconut pecan frosting, it does start with a custard base, so oh crap. Just wanted 3/4 cup butter, and I've got half plus maybe a tablespoon. God damn it. No, that won't be enough. Okay. Oh, on the good side, I only put this one in the fridge. Oh, that's why there was butter flood here. Okay. 2 2/3 cup unsweetened flaked coconut, and 1.5 cups of chopped pecans. That's the thing from. Wait. Oh, this is. Okay, so now I get to put my stand mixer away because, well, that was all my cupcake batter. Okay. So, because I'm not enough of a crazy cat daddy to have a separate appliance set up just for my cats, I'm going to use the little mini blender slash chopper chop the pecans before I turn a burner on. Let some of the AC waft over on me. Okay, 1 cup. Or, you know what? It's easier to do this 1/2 cup at a time. I don't know how I brain farted on that. I do this every year. Oh, damn it. Just trying to avoid Phoebe and tripped on my goddamn ice cream churn. Okay, so got a receptacle for the nuts. Oh, that's why Phoebe's up my ass, because I got this thing out. Okay. First 1/2 cup. second half a cup. And a third 1/2 cup. And a couple little bits for myself. Okay. Okay. Alright, and the last of my farmer's market eggs. I've got some older ones that I still want to make into a frittata, but where did I put my recipe cards? Okay. Nothing fell in here. Oh, sweet. Okay. Okay, beat egg yolks, milk, and vanilla. Into the saucepan. Oh, right, the evaporated milk. Right, the eggs. Okay, butter's plenty softened. Okay, you know what, this is gonna be cleaned. I don't need the whites for this. Turning around might be helpful. Oh, there we go. Whoa, hey. Oh my gosh, that was such a perfect break. Hold on. Isn't that such a perfect break? Ooh, you know what? I think I might want to clean this and... Yeah, I think I'm going to clean this and do something with it. It's because that was such a perfect break. All right, egg snot separated out. Ah, shit. Okay, I can't separate the white out of that, so let's hope it stays together. Oh, you know what? The farmer's market lady I got these from, uses, reuses egg things that people bring to her, so I'm gonna rinse this out and take it with me there on Tuesday. Take it there with me on Tuesday. Okay, we got those there. And now we need 1.5 cups granulated white sugar, so 3 of these ones. Oh, shit. I did this in the wrong order. Well, let's see. God damn it, Murnau. And turn around this way. If you've seen old Warner Brothers cartoons, you've seen this kind of can opener. Okay. Whee! Murnau, I swear to God. Okay. So let's see, I was supposed to do this like just the eggs, the evaporated milk, and the vanilla, and then add the sugar and butter, but I got ahead of myself because the sugar's sitting right here in front of me, so let's this should work out. If only because I have to stand here and be whisking this on medium-low heat for however long. So, okay, 1/3 half cup. And top. And wait. And right. Get my table knife back over here. So that I can drop in the butter by the chunk. So basically, so this is like pretty much a basic custard kind of recipe. And I'm going to keep whisking this until it is like a golden brown color, then gradually stir in, oh, hey, cupcakes. Oh, right. Fork test. Because I don't have toothpicks. Okay, these are much, much better. Ooh, and they passed the, they do pass the test. So, oh. Okay, I'll set them here about on. Ah-ha-ha, there we go. Right, I gotta close that. Okay. Now I can turn that off. I'm basically going to be whisking this until both A, all the butter is melted, B, it's kind of a golden brown, and I don't know why I said both, because there's also a C, which is that when I lift this, it's quite a bit thicker. Like, it's not necessarily going to have like a rainbow ribbon, you know, like continuously connecting, but you know, it's going to be a little bit denser than your average simple syrup. Because like I said, it's a custard. It's a basic custard base with, like I said, like filled with coconut and pecans, and so yeah. Like, I know from, like, I wrote it down as I did, which would be like 2 2/3 cup. But I know from experiences, because like I said, I do the, at the very, as I said yesterday, at the very least, like, some years I'll make my cake from a mix, some years, you know, like one of the, like, Duncan Hines, Betty Crocker kind of deals. Some years I'll do the cake from scratch. It just basically depends on my mood and what I feel like messing around with. But I always do the coconut pecan frosting myself from scratch, because all of the commercially available coconut pecan frostings that I've seen they have soy in them, usually soy lecithin, which is the protein associated with the food intolerance. So I do make my own coconut pecan frosting, and I know from doing this like every year. Let's see, when did I first start doing the coconut pecan frosting myself? That would be the year I figured out I'm mildly allergic to soy, so that would be 2012, 2013, something like that. I started making it myself, so like I said, for like the last 10 years, I know to eyeball it to basically 1.5 of these bags. You know, this size bag of the unsweetened flake coconut. Now, the recipe that I first started working from, like, you know, before it became what it is today, the original recipe that I worked from wanted sweetened coconut. That's just way too sweet. Like we saw, this is like, yeah, this has 1.5 cups of sugar in it. That's like all the sweet you need. And personally, I think the unsweetened coconut tastes a little bit more like coconut, because I don't know what the hell kind of preservatives they put in the sweetened coconut, even. Like, I'm not even talking about, like, the pre-made frosting. I'm talking about, like, just the, like, pre-made sweetened coconut, right? That I get from the store. I don't know what the hell kind of preservatives they add to that, but it somehow... It just frequently tastes more like candy than like coconut. I'll just put it that way. Like, it tastes like a slightly blander version of the Mounds and Almond Joy Bar, you know, candy bar fillings. And like I said, it tastes slightly more bland, and from what I remember, those are not especially good coconut chocolate bars. Oh, we're getting a little bit there. Oh, this is nice and thick. I don't know how visible this is on the viewer end of the camera stream, but it is kind of, it does run a little bit. It does take a moment to run down the sides a bit. Okay, let me, okay, prefer the character. They're so cute. They'd make nice minky. Oh yeah, the cupcakes that I did last night. The ones that just like I said, they're 1/3 cupcakes. Yeah, like I said, I was gonna... I'm glad you enjoyed that idea, because, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen, layered cupcakes before. So, you know, this doesn't seem especially groundbreaking to me, but it's just like, okay, look, like, I can't bring myself to throw away perfectly edible food, which they technically are. So, I'm just gonna figure out a way to, you know, turn this mild screw-up in the kitchen into something, you know, into something neat. Okay, Anthony Jr. continues. Wish I could eat coconut, but the texture takes me out every time. Oh, that's understandable. It's an adventure. Can't bake, cook, boil, reheat. I just burned. Oh, nice. Yeah, my stepmother was not the greatest cook. She had a couple recipes that she could do, but my dad cooked more than she did, to be quite honest. And one of my stepbrothers on her side, this would be the older one. His younger brother said that he could burn that he could burn water. Like, he could burn boiling water. And I'm like, short of letting it boil so long it evaporates, like, I don't think that's possible, but yes, point taken. Do not eat anything your brother cooks. Ooh, it is coming along nicely. Okay. Custard whirlpool. Oh, that didn't last very long. But that is one of the ways that I kind of check this. Anthony says, LOL, you've burned ramen, put it in the microwave without... Oh, God. One time I was trying to warm up a towel for my back pain, and I forgot... Well, to be fair, I was, like, I'd been like asleep for like 3 hours, and then like just bolted awake suddenly, and needed to you know, like have a warm compress for lower back pain, and so what I did was like I put a towel in the microwave, but because I was just like, you know, freshly awake from barely any sleep and kind of out of it, I forgot momentarily that you need to wet down a towel. Like, not even necessarily sopping wet, but just like, you know, damp. You need to dampen a paper towel before you warm it up in the microwave. Otherwise, it'll burn. I learned this the hard way. That microwave was never the same. Like, the burning towel had somehow, like, left a permanent, like, just, like, left it permanently discolored on the inside. I don't... Like, yellow smoke was billowing out of the microwave. Don't ask me how or why it was yellow, especially because those were cotton towels. If I'm... Oh, wait, were those from Best X's mom? They might have been a cotton poly blend, now that I think of it, but yeah, like, yellow smoke billowing out of the microwave. It was permanently stained a yellowish brown on the inside since then. Though, to be fair, that microwave lasted Best X another good... Let's see, this was at our first apartment in Rochester Hills. I think it was the first year we were there. Nope, we've got it starting to boil a little bit. So, oh, there we go. That's looking nice. But yeah, like, I think that microwave lasted him, like, about 13 or 14 years total, so... Okay. So this has come to a nice color, in my opinion. I mean, I've been doing this every year for the last 10 years, so... I should have a decent opinion on how this supposed to look, especially since at this point it's basically my own recipe. So let's see, a little bit of coconut. Now when I get to this stage, I turn the heat on the lowest so that it stays warm. Because you don't want it to keep cooking at this point. But you also don't want it to get too cold, or it'll be especially difficult to mix the nuts in. At this point, I could probably stand to use the wooden spoon. Okay. And let's measure out about half. Yeah, much like with the vanilla, I just eyeball it at this point. Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, well, the power is doing its thing again, but since this is almost done, and I like to let it cool a good 20 minutes minimum before I start spreading it, I like to spread it while it's still warm. Just because, you know, we see how dense this is, so spread it while it's still a little bit warm, like hand warm. Like if I spread it while it's still hand warm, then it's a nice, easier, you know, spread. But yeah, I'm gonna go back into the basement of the house in a bit once I've decided that this has become mixed up enough. And which I think is just about now. Okay, time for me to bang my wooden spoon around, turn off the burner, and I'm gonna go flip the thing back on. Someone should write a book on things one shouldn't microwave without water. I love this. Nice. Need a cooking show with a fancy high bucket title. Oh, yeah, well, I don't remember how early you came into the stream tonight, but kind of early on, I had mentioned, you may have seen the YouTuber who's got, his channel name is called, The Cooking Goth, but he does very little actual cooking. Like, out of the last, like, year and some that I've been, that I've kept an eye on his channel, it's all, like, reviews of like fast food and local to him, you know, greasy spoon type restaurants and junk food, like, you know, like legit like junk food kind of stuff. And I'm just like, and I can like remember, but I don't even remember what it was for, like one recipe video that he did like within the last year. So I'm just like, you're calling your channel the Cooking Goth, but you don't actually cook anything, or you very rarely cook anything. It's all like junk food reviews, which is kind of sad. Like, like, you know, like especially with like junk food as like such an integral part of American food culture, you'd think anybody who is going to consider oneself counterculture in any sort of meaningful way would like actually cook and use decent ingredients. Like, go on about like the weird predatory-ish nature that the diet industry holds, you know, symbiotically with the junk food industry. You know, all you like. The fact of the matter still goes that that capitalism is why Americans are so obese, like, relative to other countries. Well, relative to a lot of other countries. I mean, there are indeed countries fatter than us, but yeah, relative to a lot of other countries, the U.S. is incredibly fat, and an extremely significant reason for that is the typical American diet, which is composed of processed foodstuffs. Like, and I'm not going to say that there isn't, you know, anything. I'm not going to say that, like, some of these things are not tasty, because, like, trust me, I lived in LA for about a year or so. I've been to Okie Dog numerous times. There is just something glorious and, like, just perfect about Okie Dog and their signature Okie Dog dish. There's just something glorious about it, right? But at the same time, like, if you eat like that regularly enough, it will have negative consequences to your overall health. But yeah, I gotta get going. I gotta go flip the circuit down in the basement again, because apparently I'm the only one in here who does that. Alright, well, as I tend to say, be sure to wear your sunscreen, otherwise take very good care of yourselves, and have exactly the kind of day you deserve. If you were entertained by this, feel free to hit the like or the dislike. I mean, it counts as interaction either way. Leave a comment if you do so wish. Since it is, like, as far as, like, the AM hours go, it is technically my birthday again, right now. So, I've got the thing in the description box, the wish list and the PayPal tip jar and Patreon and all that. Patreon being for those of you who have more dollars than cents, but right? So yeah, I gotta go do like household chore type stuff. Gonna let this cool and thicken up a little bit. Oh my god, this is so wonderful. Like, the first year of COVID, obviously, I was not having a birthday party with friends around, and I think what I ended up doing was I just made the coconut pecan frosting, and just like ate maybe a third of the finished product just by the spoon out of the pan. Like, this is right. Like, this is clearly not somebody who's having a good mental health year, you know, when that's happening. I mean, nothing wrong with just eating frosting, you know, if you do so wish. It's just like, you know, it's just like the act of eating frosting directly out of the pan after you've made it, and like about a good third of it. So we're talking like this much here, and like, yeah, there's still like all of this here there, but that's still a lot of fucking frosting. Right? Like, so, that's and kisses, nosta ahuil.